Hi team, Shaughnessy Narth here at our headquarters in Pleasanton, California. It is Friday, January 17th, 2025. I am excited to be in the new year. What are you doing to prepare? Let's get it. Okay, so it's January 2025. We are excited to be into a new year. The outlook is looking very good. I think what we're going to see is here in January, things start to get a little bit better. February, a little bit better, not much. March will be the time when you'll really see things starting to take off, and I can't wait for it. So what are you doing to make sure that you're talking to your clients? If you have buyers right now that are potentially going to buy, you should be talking to them about buying now. Rates are still high, and therefore they might be able to get a little bit better of a deal on the property, and then they're going to refinance the rate anyways. Even if you wait till April, May, June, July, rates are going to still be lower in 12 months after that. So they're going to be refinancing these loans no matter what. But the outlook for 2025, let's just say for the next 6 months, so let's say till mid-June, the thought is that rates should be on a standard conforming 30-year fixed loan with 20% down, all that kind of stuff, right? It should be touching the high fives, maybe the low sixes, somewhere in that range. Okay, so we should have some pretty significant rate drops. Well, what do we think is going to happen once that happens? I think there's going to be a lot of sellers that have been waiting to sell their home. It's been 3 years of people not really being able to sell their homes, because if they do, they have to buy another home and they're going to have a high interest rate compared to their low one. Well, once it gets into the fives, you're going to have a lot of sellers that say, hey, now is the time I'm going to put my house on the market. There's going to be a lot of buyer activity because buyers are going to say, oh my gosh, it's time to get in before the market goes way up. Well, they're probably going to be a little bit on the later side if they don't get in sooner than later. We have had a good week in mortgage rates. That translates to people starting to hear it in the news. Buyers start going, oh, rates are getting better. But to give you some real life examples of, in this week alone, okay, remember, it's Friday, the 17th of January right now. But if we go back to just Monday, okay, I think that's the 13th. Rates for a $800,000 purchase, 20% down, good credit score, all that kind of stuff, 30-year fixed, they were about 7.25, okay? And that's with standard compensation and stuff like that. Today, really, that's at 6.99 for the same exact scenario. So not only is that a quarter of a point less in rate, but it is a huge mental factor for people. If you're at the 7.25 or in the sevens in general, it's a little high. You get to the sixes, it's not so bad anymore, right? So you really need to get out there, talk to your clients now, let them know what's going on. Let them know that in this period of time, rates have come down by a decent amount. That was really on Wednesday and Thursday. Today is kind of flat, but Wednesday and Thursday alone, it dropped it by a quarter of a point to the rate. That is a huge deal. And in real life scenario, that is about $100 less on that scenario that I just mentioned per month in payment. That's a big deal. I don't think rates are going to come down in a straight line, but what I think we're going to see is January vacillation in rates, February some vacillation in rates, but hopefully it's like still on a downward trend, okay? And then by March, I think you're going to see numbers change dramatically, where it's going to be then at a downward angle going forward. That's going to be huge to the market. Buyers are going to be hearing this in the news. They're going to be hearing it now that, oh, rates have come down. Well, get out there and talk to those people now and let you be the expert and tell them, hey, rates have come down by a decent amount just this week alone. You better get in. So get out there and talk to your clients. Inform them of what's going on. So you realtors out there, make sure you're talking to your clients. Loan officers, you're gonna have refinance opportunities. You really need to start looking at your database, go into LendingPad, go to reports, select a report that gives you all your rates that you have had over the last several years, and you can see where there's opportunities to do a refinance. Start talking to those people now. Let them know that, hey, once the rates come down to a level that makes sense, I'm gonna be calling you. I need you to act quickly. Because as we've seen in the past, sometimes rates go down, then they come back up, and then all of a sudden, you lose that opportunity for that refinance. In October, rates were quite a bit lower than where they are today. If we would have gotten people to refinance during that time, you'd be looking at probably a refinance in April, May, June again. So, you know, it's one of these things you need to start talking to them now. Let's talk about what you're doing for your goals for 2025. Hey guys, I'm a big believer in you need to write it down. If you don't write it down, it's probably not gonna happen. So, I don't really believe in resolutions and doing things like that. I believe in setting goals that are realistic and breaking them down into small pieces. So if you said, hey, I wanna do one real estate deal per month or every other month or whatever it is, you need to kind of set that goal and then start breaking it down to how are you going to attain that goal? Where are you getting those leads from? How many people are you going to call each day, each week, each whatever period of time? But you need to set it down of what your plan is. Then put it into action. Get on your calendar. Put down what days you're going to do your marketing to people, what day you're going to call people, that type of thing. And set yourself to that standard to where, if you want to attain it, you really need to make sure that you're doing things on a daily basis to get the goal that you really want. So it's easy to do, but people usually don't follow through with everything. So don't be one of those. Make sure that you're talking to people about real estate, about loans, and more business will come from that. If you want to send the business plan to me, I will be happy to take a look at it, give you my 2 cents on what I believe is realistic and what makes sense to me, and give you some feedback on it. I'm happy to do that. Agent Appreciation Event. Hey guys, if you are receiving an award in 2024, congratulations to you. It has been a tough couple years, and those of you that continue to produce, I just want to let you know how proud I am of you guys and how much I think you guys are still killing it. Now imagine when the market changes, you're just going to be all that much better. So if you didn't receive an award for 2024, I want you to go back to what I was just talking about with the business plan. Set some goals to obtain that. It's one of these things that you can do it if you put pen to paper and kind of say, hey, this is what I'm going to do in 2025. So the event that we're having is here at the office, and it's going to be January 29th. It's a Wednesday. And it's a wine and cheese event here at the office. But next year, I want to let you know, for the 2025 award year, we are going to go back to having a big party. It'll be at our house and probably be at the end of August. The time frames for the awards are July 1st through June 30th. So this award year is from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024. So about half the award year is over already, but that doesn't mean you can't get there. So I really want you to think about how you can do more business in 2025. I think the market's gonna cooperate with us, and I think we'll have a lot more people winning awards and really feeling a lot better about this industry and where it's going. So this has been In the Know for January 2025. Take it easy, guys.